Truma, makers of the Combi heater and iNet system, are proud to sponsor Practical Motorhome TV.
Welcome back. Still to come, we get up close and personal with a Marquis Dealers Special. But first, we're off to the excellently named Back of Beyond Touring Park. The adults-only Back of Beyond Tranquil Touring and Camping Park in St Leonard's, East Dorset is part of the Tranquil Park scheme, created for those seeking a quiet, relaxing break in natural surroundings with an ethical and environmentally responsible ethos and a policy of no children on site. Owned and run by former Londoners Martin and Vicky Bowery, the park provides a chilled base from which to explore the local countryside and coast.
There's no clubhouse, there's no bar. It's we have a shop and reception, but apart from that, everything else is about enjoying the nature and the surrounding area. People sit out at night. We hire out little campfires. That's very popular. It's all about enjoying the surrounding area. If you wanted a clubhouse or entertainment, then that's not really what our park is about.
The park is kept as natural as possible, so all 80 pitches are soft standing on drained ground. And there are no fully serviced plots on the site, but each of the pitches in the main area has 10 amp hookup and running water every third van. The pitches are huge, the smallest being 10 metres by 10 metres, and they're also happy to accommodate any size of unit, from compact camper van to a huge RV. Plus, having your own large private space means you can add awnings for no extra charge. If you're less concerned about your own personal space, you can always visit the Woodland Camping area, which has no allocated pitches or amenities, but that means you can set up wherever you fancy, stroll down to the picnic area by the lakes and unwind.
There's a lot of nature around here which we like. No ankle biters, which we like. And yeah, it's really, really quiet, quaint, and a lot of nature around here. So, and yet we are not far away from, you know, Bournemouth, etc., Ringwood, and it's really nice.
You've got Bournemouth, Poole,
Christchurch.
yeah, everywhere. You've got the coast to do all your water sports, your surfing, etc. You've got cities, Southampton, half an hour away, Winchester about the same. So when you've done all those busy things during the day, come back here and it's exactly that. It's Back and Beyond. It's nowhere. Why would you want to go anywhere else in the evening?
Facilities on site include well-kept washrooms and toilets, with the added touch of hand lotion available in the ladies. Plus, there's a small shop with great coffee available, fresh meat from the local butchers, and Back of Beyond even has honey produced by bees from the site's very own hives. The park is very dog-friendly, and its 17 acres of woodland has fences in place so that you can let your pooches free without fear of them running off. And there is also a very basic pitch and putt course, with a small fee that goes towards local charities. But don't worry, golf isn't taken too seriously here, and the occasional bit of gamesmanship is usually overlooked. New for 2017 is an expansion of the glamping area, with a classic Airstream caravan and some new camping pods, adding to the successful Bell tents that give a Dorset safari feel. And for those who want to get off-site without taking your motorhome, there is a bus stop at the bottom of the lane that takes you into Ringwood. From there you can explore everywhere from the New Forest to the sandy beaches of Bournemouth and be back on site within the hour.
The park has a very nice, peaceful, tranquil feel to the park. A lot of people come here and say they've never slept better. Even in their own beds, they just enjoy the getaway.
It's a beautiful place. Absolutely. I couldn't wish for a better place because, again, there's no noise.
Peaceful.
Very peaceful. You might get a bit of road noise occasionally if the wind's in the wrong direction, but normally speaking, it's absolutely beautiful, you know.
It's just really quaint, really quiet, nice, very rural area, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very peaceful.
Yeah, yeah.
And clean. The toilet blocks are particularly clean.
We do recommend this place to everybody we know. We don't want too many people to know and get near though, because it gets, if it gets crowded, it loses its tranquility. But yeah, it's a lovely place to be. I'd recommend it anyway.
What you're looking at is a dealer special. It may look like a Swift, it may say Swift on the front, but this is actually the Lifestyle 685 from Marquis Leisure. The Lifestyle range is actually Marquis Leisure's take on a Swift's Escape range. And as a dealer special, you get a black metallic cab, colour-coded bumpers, really nice alloy wheels, which are unusual in a van at this price, a habitation door window, and these sporty graphics, which includes this sort of fake air intake and a lot of stuff that looks like carbon fibre. So that's on the outside. What have they done on the inside? Let's go and take a look. Swift substantially revamped the Escape range for 2017, and I'm glad to see that Marquis has kept a lot of that original styling. I particularly like, for example, the funky hexagonal window surrounds and this detailing of this wood panelling, which gives it a kind of 1960s vibe almost. I can just imagine having a little portable radio here which you can listen to while you're making your breakfast in the morning. I was actually lucky enough to meet one of the designers of this van shortly before it was launched, and I know how much attention they pay to detail that really shows in things like this, which is a really good sign. Another real indication of their attention to detail is this coffee table here. This would normally be a waste of space if it was a cushion, so they made a little wooden platform here which you can use for light snacks or for tea or something during the day. But at night time, it can easily lift up and turns over to become part of the bed. Above the seating area you'll find these chunky lockers which are big enough for holding all kinds of stuff. But sit down and you'll realise just what a relaxing, amenable place this rear lounge is. Perfect for the adults to escape from the kids in and while away a few hours looking at the view through these 3 windows. But what do the kids get up front? So while the adults are relaxing at the back, there's plenty of room up front for the kids to play around. You can probably get about 5 around here. But you might notice this table is a little bit on the short side. So what do you do about it? Well, I hope you're good at jigsaws, because there's an extension that fits in. And then there's room for everybody. I should point out that this van isn't just good for kids when it's stationary, it's also good for them when they're on the move, because these seats can actually turn into 3 separate travel seats, all fully belted. Put together, it doesn't make the greatest double bed in the world, but just wait until you see what's upstairs. The idea is you push a button and a drop-down bed comes down. It may be quite a hard push, but at least you're relying on your own efforts and not electricity, which might suddenly cut out. And what you get then is a nice, big, comfortable double bed, and you still have access to the door. There's not really enough room to sit underneath, but I think if I was just a couple of grandparents with maybe kids coming along occasionally, I'd be tempted to use this bed only, not bother about that one, and you still have the rear lounge at the back. And from sleeping to eating, always an important part of any motorhome holiday. Well, with this kitchen, there's only a 3-burner hob, but you do get an oven and a grill, and up here, there's a microwave. The worktop extends even further with this flap, and underneath it is this huge cabinet with a gun cupboard with a cutlery drawer that slides out. For 2017, also new is this slimline fridge. The reason why these are becoming more popular is because they distribute weight evenly and are a great way, obviously, to save space. Just like everything else in this van, it packs a great deal into a relatively small area, because with adults over here, kids there, and a nice big kitchen to cope with, this is in many ways an ideal family motorhome.
Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for on this week's show. But don't worry, we'll be back soon with some more cracking van and site reviews, plus friendly advice from our technical expert, Diamond Dave. In the meantime, you can keep in touch with us via our website, Facebook or Twitter. Until next time then, tour safe and take care.
Truma, makers of the Combi heater and iNet system, are proud to sponsor Practical Motorhome TV.